Hello, Zealots. This is Joshua coming at you again. Hey, how you doing? So, JohnM84 commented again, and again, his video got deleted. I'm really sorry about this, JohnM84. I'm going to try and fix it. But until it gets fixed, guess what? I'm going to make another video about it, so it'll be immortalized, and that way you can have it, your comment be here forever. So anyway, here's the comment that John M84 says. I was right though. Okay, so he's responding to my video about women being inferior, that he made a comment about women being inferior to men. So I made a video in reference to that comment, and now he's making a comment in reference to that video, which is reference to his comment, which is in reference to my video. Does that catch all that? Good? All right. So here's the comment that John M84 says. I was right, though, about what I said when referring to women being inferior to men. Men have greater physical ability. Men have greater mental ability. Men built civilizations. Men invented and discovered almost everything. Men fix everything. Men run and maintain everything and keep everything going. All of the greatest achievements in history were done and achieved by men too. God created men to lead, dominate, and take charge too. Now, that is the comment. Unfiltered, unadulterated, that's exactly what he wrote. I am now going to comment on his comment, because we're basically having like this digital conversation. Anyway, so I was right about what I said, and what he said is that women are inferior to men. All right, that's his opinion. We are about to discuss his opinion. Men have greater physical ability. I'm assuming when he says physical ability, because like giving birth is a physical ability, and I don't have that ability, and so therefore women have that ability, and I don't. But I am assuming, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt when he says physical ability, he's actually referring to the fact that men are bigger, stronger, faster, more agile, blah, blah, better spatial mechanics. In that respect, yes, men are physically greater than women. But if you want to talk about physically greater, there's a lot of things that women are physically greater at. They have a better physical capacity for breastfeeding than I do, and that's a physical capacity. So I don't know, you're going to have to be more specific about your physical capacity. Moving on. Greater mental ability. Now, greater mental ability, again, I would like you to be more specific, because women have greater communication ability. They have better visual acuity. They're more able to distinguish conversation, and they can look at a person's face and understand their emotive status better than men can. In general, women are just better at communicating on almost every level. Let me turn this down a little bit. So when you say that men have greater mental ability, what are you talking about? I don't understand what you're saying. This is the thing. If you look at the standard of like the standardized IQ between women and men, yes, there are far more male geniuses than there are women, but there are also far more male idiots than there are idiot women. The dumbest men it's the exact same ratio. If you have the smartest men compared to the smartest women, well, the smartest men are way out in front of the smartest women. But if you look at the stupidest men, they're way behind the stupidest women. There are far more idiots that are men than there are women that are idiots. So I don't understand what you mean by that. Because, yeah, some men are more intelligent than women, and some men are stupider than women. And it's in the same ratio. So, yes, there are some men, but most... So, like, let me put it this way. We have a bell curve, okay? And women's bell curve goes like... It's more rounded, or it peaks more. So it comes up more at peak. Men's is lower, and it goes to a flatter curve. So, yes, on the ends, men are better, but we're better at being stupid as well as better at being smart. So... how does that average out to being better? It doesn't. It averages out. We're equal. I don't understand how you got to that point. But anyway, the reason this happens It's because women are more valuable. Okay, so when it comes to men, men are disposable, and so we can be basically Mother Nature, the biology of men. Evolution can experiment with men because when they screw up, it's not a big deal because it doesn't really affect the gene pool. Because as long as women are there, so women biologically have to be more cautious, while men biologically can be more reckless. So when our genes even express that. So men can be, they just go crazy because evolution doesn't have any idea about like how smart you're going to be. It just throws genes together and says, let's see what happens. And when you're smarter and you succeed, that's great. And if you're dumber and you fail, it's no big deal. Women, you can't be as experimental with women because women are more necessary. They're more valuable. That's the whole reason why women are more cautious than men on average. Women are more cautious than men because they are more valuable. Men are reckless. They are ridiculously reckless. They do the stupidest things and put themselves in harm's way on a regular basis. Why? Because they don't have the same physical value that women do. Anyway, I digress. So moving on to your other points. Men have greater mental ability. I disagree. I think that some men have greater ability, and I also think that a lot of men have stupider ability. So I don't know where you're going with that. That doesn't make any sense to me. But you should do some research on it yourself instead of just... Yes, there are... Yes, there are people like Elon Musk out there who are freaking super geniuses. But have you seen a freaking, like, a trailer park? I mean, like... I don't mean to... I'm not trying to insult people in trailer parks. I'm really not. My point is that there are stupid people everywhere. They just don't get the same attention that intelligent people do. So there's a lot of dumb men, like a lot of dumb men, like a lot, like way more dumb men than women. I'm going way too far on this subject, but it's a hot point for me. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, more dumb men than there are dumb women. So he says, men built civilization, men invented and discovered almost everything, men fix everything, men run and maintain everything and keep everything going. Well, in Egypt, they had these people called the Jews. And they were basically enslaved by the Egyptians. And the Egyptians claimed to have invented and discovered and made and built everything and fixed everything and maintained everything and kept everything going. But it was really the slave class that they ruled over that did everything. Okay, so... was it the Egyptians or was it the slave class? I'm not really sure which one it is. I'm pretty sure it was the slave class, but the Egyptians took all the credit. Now, I'm not directly making a comparison between men and women, but however, women have been in subjugation to men for the vast majority of history. Is that ungodly? No, it's not ungodly for women to be subjected to men, but it is unfair of you to say that women had nothing to do with fixing or inventing or discovering or building civilization or running civilization when they are supposed to be in unity with their husbands and they're supposed to be one flesh working toward the same goal. I think that is incredibly unfair for you to say. Women have equal value to men. We just have different value. Okay, I have a different value than my wife has a different value. I am bigger. I am stronger. I am faster. And I would even say I am more intelligent than my wife. But that doesn't necessarily mean my wife is stupid. My wife is one of the smartest women I know. But she is my helper, and she does everything I need her to do in my life. And I could not be successful in life without her. So I take a great deal of offense by you saying that women are less important or have less value than men. Because in my mind, she is the most valuable person in my life. Anyway, now your last comment here. All the greatest achievements in history were done and achieved by men too. They can't do that without women. I'm sorry. Elon Musk has done some great and amazing things, but he also has a family with like 5 kids. You think he's doing that by himself? He's not even watching his kids. He has no idea what's going on with his kids. Who's taking care of his kids? And how important are those kids to Elon Musk? You ask Elon Musk what's the most important thing in his life, I will bet you dollars to donuts he will say his children. And who's watching his kids? His wife. Who has more value? You ask Elon Musk, who has more value, me or my wife? He would say his wife because they're watching his kids. Anyway, I digress. But the point is, God created men to lead and dominate and to take charge too. No. God created men, and then God created women. And then he cursed women, saying, your desire shall be to your husband, and he shall rule over you. Nowhere does it say for men to dominate women. It says for women to submit themselves to men. So if you get caught trying to dominate women, you're the sinner, not her. Anyway, you know I love God because I love virtue, justice, and salvation. I hope, and my daughter Joy and my wife Destiny. You guys have a beautiful, wonderful day. God bless. Bye.